Richard Harris was executed in 2017.
What is your professional assessment of him?
You want me to profile a dead serial killer?
Why?
The truth is, he's not actually dead. He and some of the most dangerous criminals the world has ever known. They escaped from a classified prison.
How many?
A lot. We have to get them all back before they kill anyone else.
We're dealing with highly intelligent, malignant narcissists.
Who are volatile and unpredictable.
The longer they're out there, the more dangerous they're gonna become. This is new behavior. They're escalating. But there's something more here. What are you hiding?
The blast was no accident. Someone wanted those killers back out in the world.
The Hunting Party, February 3rd on NBC and Peacock.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world, and I am here with Keto Shimizu. I'm hoping I said that right.
You did. Thank you.
Perfect. Who is the executive producer and writer for the upcoming episode 8 for The Hunting Party. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. It's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday, right?
I know. Yes, we love Fridays.
So episode 8 is kind of an interesting one. Art is the center of it all. Of course, the plot's going on all around it. We're learning more about the pit every single episode. And we actually get an extra, for those of you, I'm trying not to spoil to the best of my ability, but we actually get an extra tidbit at the end that adds to the deception. But tell me, where did the inspiration for this very artistic and Greek-inspired episode come from?
Oh, goodness. Well, we were kicking around the idea of an artistic killer since day one of like the development room, way back before even the show was fully greenlit. So it's something that we had really wanted to, a world we really wanted to play in, to have those sort of grisly tableaus that were like kind of horrifying, but also you can't look away, so it's not really playing with the visualization of these kills. And it evolved over time, and we, broke other episodes and wrote other episodes, but ultimately it sort of took really bringing a concept to these kills that made it feel like suddenly the story really had legs and got us all excited about it. And I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology, so we were sort of batting around different ideas, and ultimately I was like, the muses, the muses are such a great again, send up for an artist. It's about inspiration. It's about all these different forms of art, and thinking of ways that a killer could pay homage to these muses through death just felt like, it just felt so rich. And it ended up being just an incredibly fun episode to both break in the room and then go off and write with my partner on this was David Lund, and we just got to go wild with it and really sink our teeth into the again, both the beauty and the horror of these different kills, and then producing it was just a dream. It was really fun.
To go off with that, just real quick, why did you pick this episode? If this was kind of in the woodworks from the beginning, why did you want this episode so much?
Oh, it ultimately, we don't get to sort of choose which episodes we write. It all sort of comes down to who's available, who's sort of up in the cycle of writers. It just so happens, that there was this wonderful confluence of an idea that I was very passionate about, and the timing worked out so that I did actually get to put my pen on it. But often, we don't have a lot of control over that. It's sort of just like, you're up. You get to write this one,
Well, yay that you did it. It was so much fun. I did love the horror element to it. And it came in like right at the beginning. You got that wonderful, like super gory episode, which was nice. Super gory, of course, in this is television. You're not going to go too far, of course.
But we went there in this one, which was really, again, is just, for me as a huge horror fan and someone who loves to write this stuff, it was just delightful to get to play in this world and to push it. We really did kind of push the envelope of what we could get away with on network TV, and to do something that's just visually very jarring. And again, it's you just kind of can't look away from these deaths, but at the same time, we knew what our parameters were, so we didn't go full, nasty gore. But it's these kills are quite arresting, and as tableaus, just kind of unforgettable.
Yeah, especially that second death. That was a lot of fun. I really liked that one.
I know.
One of the really cool things about the show is in reality, we're talking about serial killers. In reality, female serial killers or non-male direct serial killers are a very small portion. But this is not the first female serial killer that has been in the show. Just from being in the writing room, from watching the other episodes, why is it so important for the series to spotlight non-straight male characters in the serial killer scene?
Again, these roles are so juicy and so such great opportunities for performers to come in and really bring their personalities to this material. We don't want to just have it be men, let's get some women in there and shake this up. And yes, it's true that in reality, most serial killers, especially violent ones, are men. But again, we get to play with that. We get to push that, and we get to heighten this world that we are presenting. And for us, let's diversify this. Let's tell these other kinds of stories. Women can be violent and cruel and vicious, and let's give them an opportunity to do some nasty things.
There we go. Give women some opportunity to do some nasty things. Said right here. With that being said, you actually get to deal with two. You get two serial killers in this episode. What about that? Why bring in two? Why not? And I don't want to, of course, spoil too much. The copycat trope. I'm just going to say it that way. Why use that in this episode?
The notion of having not just one but two killers offered a lot for our storytelling opportunities. For one, it gave us it still gave us a mystery and a hunt, that aspect of it, of who's out there, what's going on, and it allowed us to shake up our formula a little bit. We tend to know right off the bat who's out there, who are we looking for, and that helps narrow our search and use all the tools at our disposal to quickly sort of figure out where this person is at any given time. Not knowing that, and knowing that the person who did these kills decades ago is in custody, allowed for two things. It allowed, first of all, we had that mystery and that whodunit aspect, but we also have our honoree, in prison, someone who we can talk to for the majority of the episode. And we spend a lot of time in this episode talking to this killer who is not killing at the moment. She's there and she gets to toy with our profiler, and we get to really see both Bex and Oliver having to really dig into their skill set and work together as a partnership. We've talked about their partnership in the past, but now we get to see it in action in the present, and to see how they, first get on their back foot from the way she's toying with them, but ultimately, manipulate her right back. And that's really satisfying to see happen. And we're talking thematically about sort of mentorship and passing the mantle, and a teacher and the student relationship, and how sometimes the student will overcome the master, and playing with that thematically in multiple storylines just allowed for a lot of richness in this episode that was, again, just really, really, really fun to bring to life.
I love the fun theme. We're talking about gore and blood, and here we are. We're just the word fun has come up so many times in this episode.
It's a ride, it's a ride, and again, for us as writers and producers, pulling the audience along on this roller coaster it has to put a smile on your face, and it really does, because we love it. We love it, and we enjoy so much bringing these twists and turns to the TV screen.
Well, thank you so much, Keto, for your time. The Hunting Party episode 8 arrives this coming Monday on March 25th. And of course, new episodes arrive on NBC of the Hunting Party every Monday. And then it's streamed the next day on Peacock. I can totally do this, I promise. Thank you all so much, and you have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world. So more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes. Oh,
nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes, nerds rule. Yes,
rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.